Semifinal of the Readmore Open Cup. We had the choice between Happy and Foggy and Blade versus Hawk. We, of course, go for the rematch of the ESL Open Final number 1. Happy versus Foggy it is again. This time, not a best of 5, but a best of 3. We got really close on Sunday of Foggy dethroning the Emperor. Now, will it happen in a best of 3? What is easier, to play a best of 3 or a best of 5, and why?
Dude, what kind of question is this? I don't know. Normally, it seems like the better player always perseveres in the longer series, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what usually it seems like. And there is pretty much no question that Happy, all things considered, is the better player, but Foggy is pretty close behind him. So I guess combining these two logical points should mean that winning a best of 3 could be easier than winning a best of 5.
All right. So
What were the maps that Foggy won again?
we have to look that up. But we saw that he has this new build with mass archers, where he finally has the necessary damage to kill heroes, which was a mission impossible for years for him. Yeah. Happy just could do whatever. He always had a coil, he always had a potion, something to keep his heroes alive. Not the case this Sunday.
Mass archers, and most importantly, tier 3 for the Orb of Venom.
Yes.
It makes a massive difference. And the Potom Aura also plus marksmanship is pretty good.
The question is, will he play it here? And does Happy have a solution against this? Here on Northern Isles, Foggy goes for the Keeper of the Grove instead of the Demon Hunter.
Makes sense on the map. With the Keeper here, you can creep up the natural early to go for the early expansion, and Foggy will most certainly be playing an expansion. That is his playstyle, pretty much always has been. I do certainly prefer Demon over a Keeper, but with Expo timing, you can make up for that as well. Starting off at the green, and we're moving towards the expansion sooner or later. DK for Happy, starting off with the green camp as well, so both players here with the mirrored creep route. The build from Happy, looking actually like a Ted Fiend build here. No 4th Ghoul yet, but he might just be saving that for a little bit. Attack slightly faster. Acolyte Scouts. Sees the expansion being trapped. I really like this by Foggy, green into Expo, because one weakness... I was about to say, does he really get the last hit? One weakness for Happy is he's very predictable in his creep route. You know he's going to go green to green almost every single time. So you can be greedy, you can go for this natural creep. With only 1 Keeper, 1 Archer is actually insane. And this is, I think, why the hero is picked. This you certainly cannot do with a Demon, but with a Keeper you can. And Happy is going to leave you alone, because that's just what he does.
Right, Mantle and Ring for him, techs on the way. Natural opening so far. Foggy, not with the greediest of all expansions. This will happen, but not before tier 2. Also, no Hunter Soul yet. Staying with archers. And this can be, like, Poison Ivy Mass Archers can absolutely work. Plus 7 armor on the Keeper. It's not good for him per se, but it's amazing for the Alchemist that will be coming. And Foggy, expansion in the bottom right.
Oh, that's a really weird play. He just... Is that good, though? Quickly on the rings, by the way. In theory, it can be really good on the Alchemist, but Happy almost never attacks heroes, so this item could just be completely useless. More rings for him as well. Ring plus 4 here dropped for Happy also. Alright, so this is obviously a psychological play. Foggy is trying to fool Happy, is trying to confuse him, and is trying to make his game hard to read. But he could just have an expansion coming up instead in the north, which doesn't have to walk anymore, which doesn't have to creep anymore. The upside with the tree at the red camp is you can creep the red camp and get big experience and a big item. But it's also a risk.
We have seen...
This almost feels a little too cute for my liking.
We've seen that the creeps at the red spot can pretty much storm bolt buildings, so you always have to be careful about that. Happy with nice scouting, giving Foggy's position away. He could try to steal this now. And he's coming in.
Crucial scout, actually. This is a crucial scout right here.
Has to prevent the last hit coil.
This messes up Foggy's creep route. No treants anymore. He has to wait for more treants. May have to wait for the alchemist now. Tier 2 is about to finish. And Happy's gonna get level 3 right here. Makes last hitting really easy. Skeletons took the remainder of the camp. Perfect splitting, perfect scouting by Happy. In the end, though, it should still go to Foggy. Nighttime vision. DK didn't get the vision there for quite a while, so Foggy gets the item.
Master.
But that was a lot harder to do. Took a lot longer than it normally would.
Expansion is finished now, starting his way down south. And Happy so far, yes, he had great scouting, but he has no clue about this expansion. He constantly sends skeletons to the north. Hey, something's missing here. Where is your expansion? Where's your tree? What are you doing? He doesn't know.
This guy's skeleton, though.
No.
If he looks right now, he sees the wisps moving, and that should tell him what's up. But he is not really in position, I guess, to do anything about this.
All right. Happy's movement doesn't suggest he knows.
Skeleton sees it. He knows.
Okay. No boulder on the
big
tree.
one's gonna be dead.
Yeah. That's a big item very early on. And he gets claws plus 12. Okay, I guess. Not what he was hoping for.
It's gonna get some decent value off that from that over time, but yeah, not that good. Coil Nova coming in, takes out one archer in the back right away. But Cream Camp is almost entirely taken. This is also level 2 for the Alchemist. That's pretty cool. You go for the Warlord, and then you go over right away to the Red Camp, creep that, and then you get level 2.
That's pretty fast indeed. Tier 3 by Happy about to be finished, and not a single gold coin has been mined yet.
Wow, Foggy is actually going for the air build, by the way. Something that hasn't been played in a long time. Was considered to be not viable against the top undeads anymore. Which also means it comes as a surprise. No one really expects this mass hippo riders into fairies anymore.
Yeah, I haven't kept my eye on the upgrades in the bottom right of our overlay, but I don't think there's web yet. In general, there's 1-2 fiends now. And with an expansion, with double wind, you can get a lot of air really quickly, but you gotta be careful with your heroes. Acid bomb thrown the DK, but one more nuke and this keeper is dead. He's got a TP out there soon. No shop here. Free reign for Happy, but limited damage for sure.
Happy once again making incredible things work with only 2 heroes.
Yeah.
Force the TP, takes out more wisps. This Furbolg is still alive somehow. Now he's gonna be taken out.
Foggy is making his way over.
Do Hippo Riders also have that sound? I guess that's the question.
Oh, we'll see soon. We'll see very soon. We have no staff yet. No TP. No potion. More hippogriffs. And then into fairy dragons, of course, because they can't be nuked.
This is a nice camp to creep for Foggy. Almost everything he finds here is good.
Greater healing.
A player's forces are under
No,
attack.
in fact, everything he finds here is good. And greater healing is one of those good finds.
Happy can't really fight without Destroy upgrade, which is coming now, down 50%. Entangle, Treants, it's just all too good. So he absolutely needs that. Happy is not ready for a fight at the moment, and Foggy is gearing up.
Foggy forgot about a Moonwell, maybe.
Oh no. Oh.
Feels a little bit late. He's got one coming, but this is only 60 supply. He needs another Moonwell. I would love to see a Moonwell at the expansion, actually.
At the moment, he's still getting a lot of gold for that. He can maybe go for more consumables.
But you need mass. This strat doesn't work below 60 supply.
Okay, there's no TP. Maybe Zeppelin. Yeah, Zeppelin evacuate.
Zeppelin! That's dangerous!
No web. Still no web. Happy can't afford it. He has 0 lumber.
Yeah, he can never go for web. He doesn't have the ghouls.
Okay, mistake for the Emperor, from the Emperor. Rare to see. We have a shop for Foggy. I like that, even though it's getting taken out now.
Let's buy everything he can before it falls.
Did he get an orb and a staff? Not really. Just a clarity.
New shop coming up in the back immediately. I like that. Some wisps ready for the detonate as well.
If he has no web, he can't... Okay, there it is. I saw this incorrectly. Oh boy! Happy dodging a bullet right there. And he's positioning himself in a way that Foggy's reinforcements will have to fly through his army, instantly getting webbed.
Foggy's going in. Acid Bomb onto the Fiends. It's only 3 Fiends, honestly. Lightning Shield as well on that Alchemist in the front line. Ghouls feel the pain right away, and this is looking pretty good for Foggy, actually. What's he aiming for?
57
Alchemist.
supply.
Blasted through his mana really quick. Entangle on the DK. He's not gonna die, but he might be forced into a TP, and that would be a success in its own. One Fiend gets caught there in time. The Keeper in trouble. Remember, the TP is gone on him, and actually the rings are helpful on him now.
Yep. Oh, Lich is in trouble. Can he reach? Every single hero for Happy is about to die, but can he connect? Keeper is far in the back, just to be safe, because there could always be a coil, and you're not supposed to lose that hero. Another Fiend kill. And Foggy close to the Moonwells now.
Players' forces are under attack.
900 gold for Foggy. He was forgetting about some Moonwells, but he can go
Entangle,
into more.
Acid Bomb!
Oh, but also the Keeper dies! Rings didn't protect him there. Good thing he's so rich, he can go for a Tavern Revive instantly.
Happy is not going for a direct push. Trying to creep up more for the level 3 Lich, I guess.
Dude, Foggy really is getting closer and closer every week.
Yeah.
This might be it, guys.
Is it-
Could be Happy actually being taken out before the grand final. Now it's far away from that point. This is after all only map 1, even if Foggy wins, and map is far from 1. I have seen this mass air style being out-microed by Happy with 25 supply less. So
Yeah.
don't count your chickens before they hatch, Foggy.
And don't forget to build Moonwells. Only one, and it's kind of late. I would love to see one actually at the expansion to have a little bit of regen in the defense. We have a Wand of
Foggy's
Vision.
units also hurt. Can he heal them up with Moon Juice? Maybe, but that's gonna take a long time. He has to fly everywhere.
Thank you, Jaceway, for the sub. And look at Happy's DK inventory. Sobi Mask and the Warsong Battle Drums. This is so perfect. Also decent damage on the Lich. Can't really complain about items on this map. Heal Scroll for Foggy. That is necessary. Another creep spot for this Keeper of the Grove.
I got the dust as well in case of Burrow. I like that. Happy's hero levels are getting really high though.
Oh, by the way,
4-3-2 already.
new feature in Reforged. We see the stack of items when they drop. It says Wand of Illusion 3.
On the ground?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not really necessary, but...
But nice, I guess.
Yeah. 63 supply by Foggy. Did he miss the timing though? Happy.
He's starting to get where you're feeling comfortable. 70 supply. That is where this strat is supposed to be, and you can finally start finding some kills.
And he needs
Fiend
more.
numbers not that high. One armor upgrade here on the Fiends, I like that. And now an attack upgrade coming in as well. Happy is ready to fight. The Ancient of War is buying some time. If this attack doesn't work for Happy, it's not necessarily over, but it's not looking too good for him.
Checking the heroes out. We have a greater heal potion. We have an invo potion. We have a heal scroll. We have plenty of coils. I don't see a hero kill happen, so I hope that Foggy is going for Fiends now, or the Destroyers, or both. And not really for the heroes. We have seen this meme, and it's so true, that Foggy should not go for heroes, but we'll see massive Nova.
Oh boy, these Novas hurt. Heal scroll use already. That was the only heal scroll right there. The level 2 Unholy Aura once again doing such a good job helping with the retreat. Next Nova. Happy is playing this with all the patience in the world. One spell after the next coming in.
Foggy bringing the Wisp. He doesn't necessarily have to fight. But Happy is getting a bigger army now. Breaking upkeep for the first time. Stuck at 60. Foggy now going up to 80. Upgrades are finishing as well. Third Nova that hits everything.
Lich pretty much dry now though. And of course the fairies are not affected by this. But Hippo Riders almost all taken out. Foggy's trying to go for the big engagement, but Happy isn't giving it to him. But now perhaps he will have to... Oh, no, never mind. He just walks away.
And he killed a couple of wisps in between. So not many detonates. Little back and forth tug of war. Sweet coil last second.
One fairy dies, level up for the Dark Ranger. Happy still has not lost anything. In the top left, Foggy is looking for a counter expansion, but that's not coming. Kiting over and over. Happy's taking some hits, but nothing's dying, and the statues are continuously healing him up. Foggy doesn't have this free healing over time. Engaging now, fully in. Alchemist is silenced. No acid bomb coming from him. And now lots of web fairies left behind.
Oh. That's not looking good. Happy is getting a quad kill, maybe even a pentakill. He'll scroll here, and the Alchemist super low, and there he was focused. Uses the consumable though to get out. More fairies are falling. 73 supply. Foggy is replacing them. But Happy started this with a 20 supply deficit. Now we're down to 10. And Happy has a supply lead.
And that's the thing with this mass air strat. Against really good micro, it just feels like you can't force the issue. Even if you get way more supply, you can't force a fight. Diana just keeps on running away and keeps on producing and doesn't lose anything if he has micro like Happy.
Alchemist is still hurt, down to 50%. Got a heal scroll and gets back, but there is still no moon juice here available. A shop would be there. But that's about it. Fiend numbers are crazy. 1-1 upgrade plus the battle jumps. And Foggy, what do you have? 2-0. Okay, that's it though. Trying to backstep now.
Nice destroyer scouting above the trees. Takes out some treants as well. Happy positioning his army seemingly perfectly. Statue mana is almost drained though. One fiend might finally be dying. The first time in a lot of minutes. Kill goes Foggy's way.
Happy tries the counter expansion in the upper left, but Foggy had a wisp there. Good intel for the Ukrainian.
But how's he gonna cancel this? If he goes there with the army, his expansion dies.
Yeah. Maybe an engine of war.
Yeah, I think that would be the best idea as well.
Another fiend falls.
Coil misses. That's the next fiend dying, exactly. And suddenly this damage from this army isn't too bad at all. Foggy finding a way back into this game with 2 more fiend kills. Alchemist in the front line, high mana. Looking for more chemical rage, more acid bomb. Here comes the next one. Good damage. Nobody to the back line as well. But it's the 4th fiend now falling for Happy. And suddenly, it's only very little web left. Seemingly not enough anymore. Some statues might be falling as well. Destroyers are still alive. Destroyers being ignored. I love that because they have very low damage anyways.
Foggy seems like he sees the Matrix now. Happy must be surprised. Like, what is happening? The first fight was perfect and now everything is turned on its head. 60 supply versus 67. Is it still enough? More fairies are falling. Coils are hitting again. Destroyers out now, or at least one. But
the fiends are dead, but the heroes are still remaining. And how is Foggy ever going to kill these heroes? Lich and Dark Ranger pew-pewing away. The DK also helping here with the coils, with the aura. Almost level 5 for him. Waiting perhaps.
That's it.
Yeah, for one more kill, and that's it. 5, 4, 3 levels. Now the Dark Ranger almost level 4 herself. Lich is still somewhat far away from level 5. But despite killing so many fiends, we're once again at this stage. The undead heroes are too strong. You can't deal with them anymore without tier 3.
Holy smokes, Foggy has 1,300 gold. How does that happen?
Oh, I guess he forgot to produce.
He is super low on lumber because he pulled the wisps early. And again, is it this one mistake that breaks his neck once more? He can't fight. 50 supply. He can't fight. And Happy's Haunted is coming up now. Oh, Lich caught by an entangle. Destroyers are ready. Coil must be ready as well. There we go. That was the last one though for a bit.
That doesn't look like it's enough fairies though, if you ask me. Destroyers, microed fiends, kiting.
Alchemist about to fall, throws another acid bomb, and down he goes. That's the beginning of the end right here. Without acid bomb, you can't get any kills. Foggy knows. GG. Again, close. But no.
This strat just doesn't work against Happy. It is kind of similar to Mass Dryads in even if you have a big supply lead, even if you kill the units, his units well, if his heroes are just too strong, you can't deal with them anymore. If you don't have tier 3, you can't deal with high level undead heroes.
Yeah, I agree. Tough call. It fits Foggy's playstyle a lot. He held this expansion very, very well, in my opinion. That looked a lot better than in previous finals we've seen, where Foggy tried the same and Happy just steamrolled his expo. But one fight that he doesn't win, and then Happy's got it. It was a great comeback attempt when he killed the 4 fiends. And if he has this fight, like, if the first fight goes as well as the second one was, I think Foggy has the game.
Maybe, but maybe not. Like, if Undead Heroes get high level, I've seen this so many times by now. Foggy plays this mass air style, gets 25 supply lead, and he still loses. It just keeps on happening.
Yeah, true. Thank you, Max Communism, for the 9-month resub, less than 3. Right back at you, man.
I think Mass Archers Tier 3 is the way to go. Perhaps even with the Keeper first, depending on the map. But I think you need that Tier 3.
Alright. The game up, by the way?
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, I think I have to restart. Please wait for me, Mr. Remo. Mr. Remo, wait for me.
Is Knight a caster? I don't think so, right?
I don't know, man. I'm there.
I see, I see.
Okay. Foggy, maybe 1 or 2 mistakes less. Don't forget the Moonwell. Just continue to produce. Or will we see something entirely different?
Oh, good point from chat. Foggy didn't have a shop, so he couldn't go for fairies. That's why he had so much gold.
Okay. So, map number 2.
Something you easily can forget sometimes. So yeah, map 2, LR. Much easier to creep expansion. Much easier to creep with in general. Even without treants. So this should be a demon. This must be a demon. Right, this is one of the maps that Foggy won. It was LR and Echo Isles. Exactly.
I guess we won't see Echo Isles, but yeah, that's his map. He played so well on Sunday. Is this where he started the turnaround, or was it Echo?
I think it was LR, but I'm not sure.
Might happen here again. Happy in the north, 1 map away from... I don't really know how many weekly cup finals he's played in a row. Must be like 12, 13, 14 at this point.
Yep.
And Demon Hunter it is.
Alright, this is gonna make for a very different game. Less early game impact, but much, much higher late game viability. Demon Hunter is pretty much the hero you always want to play, but not always the hero you can play if you want to fast expand.
I'm curious if he goes for this remind, creep, and expands nonetheless. Would be something new.
Yeah. Definitely what he wants to do. In the past, Foggy used to proxy expand next to the Murlocs, but I think nowadays he's been more recently been setting up the expansion right at the gold mine. But this might be something that Happy could be scouting for, and if so, DK might be aggressive against that. Really big move early on is if the Wisp gets the detonate at the skeletons at the green camp. This is something you should look out for timing-wise, but you have to get that timing precisely right.
I have another Ring of Protection just keeps on happening. And Happy, standard creep route for him as well. Seems like Foggy knows exactly what's up. He's not creeping the expansion position, but rather early tech, I guess.
Interesting. Huh.
Without level 2 even.
A
Not
player's
focusing
forces are
at
under
all on
attack.
his own progress.
Does kind of make sense. He forces the DK to be low mana, maybe burns some of his mana, so that a coming creep jack later on wouldn't be too easy. But we see another replenishment potion. We've seen tons of those today.
Yeah, we've seen this from Happy, especially on like Amazonia in previous tournaments, hiding so far in his base, like at the very edge, next to the narrow. Like there's nothing Foggy can do. You want to burn now. You want to be in his face. You want to make sure that there's no coil happening. But Happy is like, nope.
A player's forces are under attack.
I don't care. If I don't have progress and you don't have progress, I'm fine with it.
I can't believe he sold the replenishment, by the way.
Yes.
It can be so good. You're gonna get burned. You're gonna take some damage. But okay.
Well,
75 gold is 75 gold, I guess.
apparently not, man. He's not getting burned. So he doesn't need the replenishment.
I mean, he's gonna have to move out sooner or later. But Foggy's also gonna have to creep something sooner or later.
I mean, he can creep with Engine of One
Player's
archers.
forces are under attack.
Happy can't. But at one point, he has.
But you need 5 archers at least, I'd say. And then Angel of War walks a long time. Ideally, you want to creep with a demon. Maybe he's waiting for the Naga. Tier 2 is arriving soon, and with the Naga, lots of map control will go towards Foggy. Happy rarely goes for the counter Tier 2 Naga for some Tier 2 pressure as well. Can be good in the mid game, but has a tendency of falling off later on, as the Lich won't be high level then.
Cool splits by Happy. 2 ghouls at the DK. Skeletons and coil usage to creep. And Foggy, like, he didn't creep anything. Engine of War still here. Expo is coming, so he got that.
A player's forces
Kind of
are
a
under
little stalemate
attack.
situation in the north, and now finally creeping begins.
That was a nice wisp detonate, by the way. Makes this camp just that little bit more difficult. And that actually, that single wisp, draining the DK, dispelling the skeletons. Look how much this is slowing down level 2 right now. Crazy.
Quite a
How a
bit.
small move like that can have such a big impact. So here's the Naga now. Foggy with that and his level 2 claims full map control, can easily creep up the natural, where the Tree of Life will be moving in just a second.
This does line
6 archers.
This lines up nicely for Foggy, right? Like, how can the DK ever think of pushing at the moment?
Yeah, I can't. This is very similar to how he played in their previous match. LR with this strat just works really, really well. And normally, when Foggy plays against undeads on LR, he almost always wins. And even last week against Happy.
DK is hurt. With Naga and Demon Hunter, you can go for great trades. Okay, steals the shop away. Okay, I think he knows that
A player's
he is
forces are
the
under
strongest player at the moment. He can't be touched, really. So,
Yep.
yeah, I like it to make this move. Stealing experience from the undead side always has great impact. We saw the high-level hero levels on Northern Isles and what a difference it makes. So whatever you can take away is a win for you.
Love the staff on the demon. Puts him back up nicely full health so we can continue creeping, and always valuable later. Preservation staff him out, heal up, and Telly staff back in. As long as there's moon juice, that's really good. Tier 3 is coming, Hunter's Hall on the way, marksmanship soon to be added, and there should be a shop somewhere for the Orb of Venom soon.
Happy with True Shot Aura. How great for his damage. Thank you, Sean, for the 100 bits. Don't know if you know, but Tad has a countdown of Happy versus Foggy. It's in the 30 straight wins for Happy right now. Today it will end, go Foggy. Like a kill counter on Ted's stream, okay. Second Engine of War, this is the Mass Archer strat again.
Okay, if we're about to finish, should mean the bottom coming up soon as well. Happy has been left to his own devices, able to creep to his heart's content for a while now, but so has Foggy. So who's got the better levels? Who's got the better items? Mana Stone for Foggy is actually not that good. Would much prefer survivability.
Or one of
He's
the
got the
wins.
big input already, at least.
Yeah. Scroll of the Beast can of course be very nice. Doesn't have to go for bears then to get the 25% damage buff with marksmanship, and the second attack upgrade is really powerful. Heal wards for Happy. If we continue to creep, this is really good, but you have statues anyway, so it doesn't make that much of a difference. 38 supply by Foggy only. This will rapidly change now.
Happy's coming in for the push. Is Foggy ready? Bottom only started right now. Every second matters now. Foggy gets level 3 on the Naga. That's very nice against the ghouls. Fog Lightning. Belt makes the demon more tanky. Not too bad either. And tier 3 is done. He needs the Orb of Venom.
Marksmanship about to be finished. That's a huge damage increase. Moonwell finishes, but okay, he needs 60 supplies soon.
The town is under siege.
Man, how razor thin is this just working out for Foggy?
Yeah. Supply looks good. Inventory looks good. Can't repair anymore though. So he might be blocked at 50. Fork Lightning takes out the Berserker, but the ghouls are almost all gone.
Destroyer being more big dispel against the Scroll of the Beast. Demon in the middle of everything, trying to deal as much damage as he can. Oh boy, but these archers in the back are getting slaughtered now as they are getting attacked. The demon getting focused now next. Went for the heal pot already. Involt forced as well. For Happy, the ghouls died, yes, but everything else is still pretty healthy. But now mana is gone. With coils being missing, maybe now Foggy can find the kills. Going for the Lich, as he tends to do. The Naga in trouble as well. Heal pots, 2 of them. That survives.
100 HP. Lich is out of that fight, so no Orb of Corruption. DK is catching more hits, but Foggy can't really get the kills. Down to 40 supply. There was another coil. Archer keep on falling, and with Aura level 2, you might be able to get this burrow coming in. Part of increases the damage. Happy stays in this. No TP.
Oh, Foggy forgot about the Fog Lightning. Heal Scroll coming in to counter the demon. Going for the DK still. Invul transferred. He is safe, at least for a couple of seconds. Now after the Lich.
No coil.
Heal ward on the ground. Gonna take that out. The Lich dies. Might be happening again here on LR. Staff is there.
Oh
And the next Fog
my!
Lightning almost kills the DK.
19 HP! Remember that game on AZ, the game 5, where Foggy had 2 heroes at a combined 20 HP and couldn't get the kills, and that broke his back? Not happening here. He's getting that kill once again, and Happy is struggling. This looks like an equalizer. Expo still standing, Foggy defended, and as you said, razor thin timing. It all lined up perfectly.
How many of these borrowed fiends can Foggy find? They're a big deal. He's going to get at least 1. Happy's trying to split them as well as he can.
Dust on the
Looks like
Naga.
at least 2 will be falling here.
Oh boy, that's 6 supply gone for Happy. And the level 4.
demon. Big level up.
A player's
Level 2 evasion.
How close was this again, by the way? My god.
Yep.
Going for the red camp. It's pretty ballsy, Foggy. I don't know about that.
No. He saw the army movement. Oh, he's actually going for it. Thank you, Taggy, for the 713 sub. Okay, disengages now. Shredder for Foggy. It's nice because he was super low on lumber. Going for lores now. This is the bear transition for Roar and Richu. Happy still nil TP. No item on neither hero. But he's getting the red spot, and he's getting the Katga's pipe of insight.
That's the best item you can hope for here. Supply-wise, we're still very even. Foggy not going into upkeep yet. Banking more, going for more consumables. So much healing in his inventory now. Ring plus 3. Not too bad, actually. Protects you from the orb. Foggy's still not going into upkeep.
They're too greedy. Upgrades coming. Druid of the Claw, Adept Training. Master Training, Adept Training, we'll see. Mana Burn the statue. Leaves the DK with a coil.
Oh, Foggy, you're not ready to fight, my friend. You have 7 archers and 2 of them are almost dead.
Dude, he is stacking up crazy damage now. Double Orb of Venom, as we learned, this stacks.
But no cold arrow?
No. It's on the Bottom and the Demon Hunter. Oh no, it was. Now. No Searing Arrow.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's better. Yeah, Searing Arrow doesn't matter, but cold arrow is really good.
Yes. Happy getting ready for a counter expansion. Seems confident to be able to hold this with a 10 supply deficit.
Difficult position now for Foggy. Is it correct to fight? Is it correct to look for engagement? Or should he just wait and make more units?
He invested a lot into bears, but he has not a single one on the field yet. Double archer kill, Fork Lightning again. Skeletons could be dispelled with Wisp, but they are not in this fight. Nice Nova, nice coil. Staff out, Demon Hunter is gone. Here's the first bear. Oh my, this was just a split second before he could have applied Reju. But okay, we have Raw now. Look at these archers, plus like 30 damage or something.
So many skeletons now. Once these archers get attacked, they die so quickly. It's a glass cannon build, of course. The Naga also in trouble, has to go for the heal scroll pretty much for only herself. The demon in the front line getting focused now next. But once again, mana is low. No Reju coming out. The bear didn't have enough mana. TP out from the Naga. The demon needs to survive this!
5 HP that separate Happy from the grand final and Foggy from elimination. What a crazy game. Items stolen by the DK, who survived and microed, of course, greatly into safety. He wasn't a big part of this fight. He was mostly running away, but how safe he was positioned was just exactly what he needed. And this is the second red spot for the Russian. Not the greatest item you love. Actually, in this game where hero focus is such a big part of Foggy's strategy, having something to tank better with is kind of nice.
Yeah, it's not too bad for the Dark Ranger. And it looks amazing. Foggy getting the turtle camp. Is that a level up for him? Level 2 bottom.
Doesn't change too much. Maybe Owl Scout against Burrow. That's nice.
Yeah, should go for Owl.
The
Parry up, that's actually really good.
Yeah.
To help keep these heroes alive.
Yeah. Foggy going Mark of the Claw. More bears, 66 supply.
But Happy on 2 bases, man. That is scary. About to be able to go into mass production. Archer damage upgrades are so high.
Yeah.
3-0, marksmanship,
True Shot and
aura,
Roar.
and roar.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would actually love to see MGs right now.
Just to soak up damage and to disrupt Happy's micro a little.
They are the best tanks you can have. Demon at the shop. This is scary. Uh-oh. But Lich not in range for the Nova.
0-0 tech on the bears. More archers.
Oh man, this is gonna be a bloody fight. In we go. Roar on everything. Look at that damage. Plus 10 damage. 40 damage archers.
And they cost 135. Best gold for damage unit in the game. But they could also...
Weird to engage into though above the trees. Or around the trees.
Again, so many skeletons. Does Foggy have wisps ready? I don't think so. He needs to get rid of mana and skeletons. Nice Nova. And the follow-up. Dark Ranger was not part of the focus. Okay, he's shutting down the skeletons now. Wisps are coming in. Absolutely necessary.
Burns looking pretty good by Foggy. Almost kills off the Dark Ranger right there. Everything's out of mana now for Happy. Maybe Foggy can turn this around. He lost a lot of army, but he still got decent damage left, I guess. Demon's still getting slowed down. The Frost Armor really good by the Lich. Now in trouble as well. Might be forced into the invul, and he is. But more kills for Happy. Level 4 for his Lich. Plus 4 intelligence, and another skill point as well. TP out by Happy before he loses too much here. This was a phenomenal trade for the undead. Foggy is down to 50 supply.
He dropped 20 supply. He lost like 10 archers.
Yeah. That's the problem. They die so fast.
Rough. really rough.
A player's forces are under attack.
That's true. They die incredibly fast. Slippers, little bit more damage. Potom got level 3, so they get even more damage. This is the glass cannon build that Night Elves have, that Foggy kind of invented. But he needs more time. He's not ready. Mana looking not too great. On the Lich, it's of course good. But again, he needs the Wisps. Oh, Coil Nova catches that immediately. Staffs out. But fighting without a Demon Hunter, that's quite impossible.
Even this tanky demon, it hurts when he goes in. He gets silenced, so he can't use Mana Burn, Coil Nova.
He's not using bears anymore either, right? Ah, there's one. I was about to say, that's a long tech tree for pretty much nothing. Mana burn for 100. Demon Hunter not close to 5. Chasing the Dark Ranger, but he's plummeting in HP so deep. Has to go for the invul. There's no Reju running on him so far.
He's committing for these hero kills so much. Look at where the archers are. They are so far forward position. It's so easy to kill them now. But at least the Lich is out of the fight, at least for a little bit. Coil coming in. Dark Ranger safe. The Potom, not so much. He might be in trouble even without the Orb of Corruption being around. Third hero for Foggy, dropping lower and lower. What's he focusing? Foggy is kind of diving way too deep with these archers, it feels like.
Again, yeah, the Demon Hunter is back in this fight. Can he get some necessary kills? He absolutely needs to. Some way to get this Potom out. The Destroyer micro, by the way, insane over the trees. Is there a nuke ready? Oh, doesn't even need it. Throws another Fork Lightning and gets her out. Happy again, super low on the heroes and now low mana. No, one statue, but two statues, but far away from the heroes. This fight looks a little better for Foggy, but 3 units about to die again. Needs a heal scroll. Oh, there we go. Whoa, actually dodges a bullet there with the heal scroll, but he needs an invul as well. Game on a knife's edge. Demon Hunter's dropping, has an invul. Naga as well. Oh!
Doesn't. He's got a staff to save him. Heal scroll, something. Staff doesn't staff him out. Maybe wasn't in range. The first hero dies and everything else would follow. GG by Foggy. That's the 2-0 for Happy. Not happening yet.
Not happening here. Nope. Readmore Open Cup is not where Foggy gets the W over Happy. Not yet. Maybe tomorrow in Rising Star. Maybe Sunday in the ESL Cup. But this made it once again focused so much on the heroes.
Yeah, I wonder how this game would look if Foggy just microed like Undead's micro. You micro what's in range at max range, you know? Like whatever all of your archers can attack, that's what you attack. Or whatever all your fiends can attack, that's what you attack. Because he dived so deep with his archers and then they're standing in the middle of everything. One Nova plus right clicks, everything dies.
If you give the Lich such an opportunity with that high damage he had, thanks to Claws, thanks to Flute, and the mana regen he had, these archers are just falling so quickly. Like, the Nova hit them crazy, the right clicks hit them crazy, and I think key moment was one of the early fights in the late game where Foggy had no solution to the Black Arrow skeletons. That snowballed so hard, he just got avalanched by skeletons there and lost like 4 archers in no time. And then lack of damage, then doesn't get the hero kills, desperate attempts to go for these hero kills, exposes his army more. There you go.
Also, I'm not sure if bears are the right choice. I mean, bears roar, of course, sounds good. Reju sounds good, but when was Reju really ever valuable here? Basically never. Like with this strat, this triple hero, mass archers, damage is not your problem. You don't need roar, I think, for proper damage. You have proper damage. What you need is something to keep your backline safe. And there, MGs could be better. I haven't seen this strat with MGs yet. Maybe it doesn't work. Maybe against good undeads, they just ignore the taunt. But it's kind of hard to get past MGs once you have a decent number of them. But the bears here, I feel like they just didn't do enough.
I feel they can have insane value with the roar. And also Reju Invul might prevent the staff or something. So the Demon Hunter has more uptime in the fight, and then you have more damage in general. But I totally get it. What you say it might be right. It takes a long time to
And
get
the issue
them
with
up.
bears is it's the perfect unit to focus. It's so easy to focus for undead.
Yeah.
It's in the front line.
Yeah.
It takes full damage. And if you want to be really nitpicky, it even gives your destroyers mana.
Yeah.
But mostly they're in the front line, they're clumsy, 2 volleys, and they're dead. So you only buy them for the roar. Like I think I saw 2 rejues that game, and they were out of a fight.
Yes.
This whole bear tech was only for roar. That was their only purpose.
True. So maybe next time with MGs. We have Happy in the final again. His opponent looks like it's gonna be a Hawk, and it is. So, rematch of the last year's Remo Cup? Or was it Foggy? Let me check real quick. It was Hawk. So the same final as last week. Hawk had a magnificent game 1, then fell off a cliff. Did he stabilize? Will he expose Happy to tanks for the first time? Quite a cliffhanger. Remo Open Cup goes into the top 2. Stay tuned.